realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Hello and good day to you. Welcome to Myst. And there's our titular book. Doing something. Ah, there we go. Alright. And here we are. It has been many years since I have seen this screen. Time to find out what we're doing and where we're going. Not a lot around here. That presumably does something. Is that nothing? That one also appears to do nothing. What if they're both... No. What if they're both down? Well, that doesn't appear to be doing anything yet. Catherine, I've left for you a message of utmost importance in our forechamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve your message. Yours, Atris. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Number of marker switches. So these things? Oh, we can go in here. Ooh, how nice. January 1st, 12 a.m. Okay, I can set coordinates for various things. Hey, there's no February 31st. What's this number doing here? Well, there'll presumably be more to do with that later. So we got 3 switches. A secret switch in the fireplace. Okay. Have to create some sort of image in this, I suppose. Unless we're just playing Battleship. Oh boy. Okay, there's a good deal of books in here, but looks like only a few have managed to survive being charred. I've called this age... Wait. Yeah, I've called this age Channelwood, and it is a very different world. Though it is exactly how I imagined it, it is still amazing to see it with my own eyes. Water covers this age, yeah, as far as I can see, except for a small rocky island. Elsewhere, there are only trees, which grow directly out of the water. A myriad of thin wooden passages are built just above the water and disappear into the forest. I assume they were built some time ago, for they appear aged. I'm eager to discover more about this land and its people, but I've arrived here late, and I must rest. I was awakened this morning by strange noises coming from a pathway adjacent to the one on which I had slept. I saw a group of monkey-like people heading in my direction. They had not seen me yet. I did not feel threatened by their presence. Their response to me was one that I would have never expected. After staring at me for a short time, they fell to their knees and began what appeared to be some sort of ceremonial worship. I tried to speak to them, but they did not understand my language. Instead, they indicated through enthusiastic hand motions that I was to follow them. As we walked, I began to notice that the waters below us were changing colors. Slowly, subtly, they would change from deep blue to muddy orange, then from muddy orange to beautifully clear. I was so intrigued by the water, I had hardly noticed that we had arrived at a ladder. Climbing the ladder led us to their village, which is about 10 meters above the water, and can only be reached by rope ladders that stretch from the lower paths to the village level approximately halfway up the grand trees. It is very interesting watching these people carry out their daily tasks. Even after watching them for hours, I did not understand exactly what they were doing. At sunset, they motioned for me to follow them. I followed the creatures to the doorway of an enormous hut. Strangely, once inside, I found that the hut appeared even larger than it had from the outside. The walls were garnished with bright metals, and in the center of the hut sat the leader of these people. At least he appeared to be their leader, for he sat a meter off the floor in a thick throne. Guards surrounded this strong creature who was dressed in many exotic, colorful fabrics. Next to the leader sat a very old human. At least to some extent, he appears human. His hair, which was only on his face and head, was completely gray, almost white, and hung very long around his frail body. His thin head hung limply by an almost grotesque neck that could not hold its head up to look at me. But what a surprise! This creature could speak my language. Shortly thereafter, I was given a bed with some hand motions that looked to be telling me to go sleep. I look forward to learning more. Oh, this is quite the read. Ooh, oh, jeez. How long are we going to be here? As I suspected, the creature is human, but he is old beyond his reckoning. He seems almost insane. However, the tree dwellers almost revere him as a god. They are treating me now in the same fashion, which makes me feel very uncomfortable. It is almost impossible to understand this old man. His voice is feeble but wild. He has adopted much of the language of the tree dwellers. He himself told me he had not spoken our own tongue in ages. He attempted to explain to me the history of this place. The following is my best translation of what he has told me. Many years ago, the humans and tree dwellers lived together in this place, which was then a vast island. They interacted very little. The humans dwelt on the ground, and the tree dwellers lived high above the humans. Occasionally, the island was disturbed by mysterious rumblings, which had randomly some sort of tectonic or volcanic action, I suspect. The sometimes slight, sometimes heavy tremors would only last a short time. Then they would stop, allowing everything to return to normal. One day, things changed. The rumbling began and grew quickly to unprecedented levels. Soon it became apparent that the entire island was sinking slowly into the ocean around them. Many of the humans died that day, but not before sacrificing themselves in order to stop the sinking of the island. The humans who lived through this catastrophe moved into the trees, where they gradually died out. Maybe because they were unequipped for such an environment, but I am not sure. This is the story the old man communicated to me, although many details are very unclear in my mind. I'm especially confused as to how the humans saved the island from completely sinking. In fact, I doubt the accuracy of that part of the story. The island must have stopped on its own. Let the old man believe in the truth of the story as if he had been there. Yet the old man. And the tree dwellers worship him, and apparently all humans, as if they were heroes or gods. The old man ended our conversation today with an event which I will never forget. He began gripping my hands tightly, murmuring something above rest and asleep. He then said, "We expected you to come sooner." These actions filled me with a sort of immediate dread. With much effort, he stood to his feet. I tried to help, but he pushed me away with more force than I imagined his frail body contained. The tree dwellers quietly surrounded him with very solemn faces. They then kneeled before him. Ugh. They then kneeled before him. He walked to each and placed his hand on their heads. All the while he murmured words which I did not understand. Finally he turned to me and smiled. Then he closed his eyes and walked out the door off of the narrow path. Oop. High in the trees. The tree dwellers were silent. They began a procession down the nearest rope ladder. As I was descending, I saw several of them pick up the body he had fallen onto a lower level of walkway and carry it away. He was laying down at the dead end of a short pier-like structure. With the use of some potion, one of the tree creatures lit the pier on fire and watched as the flames engulfed him. As his strange funeral proceeded, the waters around the pier changed to dull green. Yeah, this is hard in the throat. And there's so much yet to read. This morning I awoke, finding it hard to even believe the previous evening's events. The water is a dull green for as far as I can see now. For some reason, the water no longer shifts color. As I wander throughout the pathways, the creatures watch me, curious to see what I will do next. They are constantly offering me strange objects of affection. I even found food outside the doorway to the room in which I had slept. This is a unique race of beings. I hope to learn their language soon, so that I may learn more from them. I have lived on this world for 3 months off and on. 3 months off and on. And the tree dwellers have shown great hospitality. I'm even beginning to learn bits of their language. I've decided to return home for an extended stay with my loving wife and my sons, and hopefully return with them. Wait, you can just freely leave this place? I guess so. However, I am sure Catherine will once again refuse. I think this age would be a wonderful experience for them all, and I at least look forward to how Cirrus and Aknar will react to its curious inhabitants. Catherine is staying behind as expected. My sons have returned with me, and they enjoy this age very much. They get along very well with the tree dwellers, and are picking up their language surprisingly fast. I have no doubt that it will not be too long until they can speak with the tree dwellers much better than myself. I am leaving tomorrow to check on Osmoian age. Cirrus has suggested that I allow him and his brother to stay, though the idea unsettles me. I know the boys are growing up rapidly. The hospitality of these creatures is such that I could think of no better place to leave them alone for a short while, so I will consent to their request. I've warned the boys not to take advantage of the respect the tree dwellers have for their ideas. They seem to understand my warning, and I have faith they will follow it. Much to my dismay, upon arriving in Everdunes, I learned that Pran and her people are continuing to be menaced by the Coctic. Yeah. I fear for their survival, and I plan on returning to her shortly after checking on Cirrus and Aknar here. See Everdunes Journal for more information. After watching Cirrus and Aknar, I see they are handling things very well, and I think I can put to rest any fears about leaving them in Channelwood again, and for a little longer time. The tree dwellers seem slightly distressed that I am leaving, but are happy that Cirrus and Aknar are staying behind again. I've been gone for over 3 days and have been to many different places. I had to tell Cirrus and Aknar about Pran's death today, and they were visibly shaken, although they only remembered her from their childhood. Catherine has suggested that it would be wise for Cirrus and Aknar to leave Channelwood for a while, and I have to agree. They will be returning with me when I leave again. I have told my sons that they will be returning with me in 2 days. They spent the entire night telling me of an adventure they experienced in my absence. It was rather remarkable. It seems they constructed a boat with the creatures and traveled some ways out into the surrounding waters. I enjoy hearing them talk excitedly of their adventures, and am reminded of my own adventures as a child. Is the text getting harder to read? Maybe just a little bit. That pen that they're using is maybe on its last legs. Appears to be bleeding. I finally understand why the tree dwellers have been giving me their many inks and insisting I write with them. Looking through some of my past entries, I see now that the inks have changed from black, I thought they were, to various different colors. I've shown some of the creatures my journal, and they laughed and howled. I did not know they had such a sense of humor. Even now, as I look through this very colorful journal, I cannot help but laugh myself. I mean, yeah, it seems fine. Oh, I didn't even notice early on. Black, 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 black. No, okay, this is where I thought it changed. Dark blue, green, dark blue again, black, light blue, red, light blue. And, I don't know, more faded blue. We will be returning tomorrow, so my son, no, read that, wait. No, I haven't read that. We will be returning tomorrow, so my sons are with the creatures for the last night here. They have told me they would like to come to Channelwood again, and also asked if they can visit some other ages alone. Though I will have to think over their request, I believe they have proven to me that they are trustworthy and responsible. Catherine will also have to help me decide whether they are ready for travel alone. For now, I must give my farewells to the creatures, for I do not know how long it will be until I visit this age again. So is this a physical map that he's drawn, or is this like a map of connections to different ages? Starting to remember lots of reading in this game, which young me was probably not able to read script this feathery, nor look for important information among it. Oh lord. Yeah, you can definitely tell that this is Myst is a book series as well, right? I wonder what came out first. It has been a while since I have heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly, I think. For some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to get over... But I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to blow from the north. Hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red, long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my mind. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. Hey there, Ludlow! I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a Myst linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been damaged or destroyed. Ah, so these books are literally portals then, eh? I have returned to a different world than the one I left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren desert land, with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently, the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center of the lake. The rest of this world seems like a desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. How am I? I'm doing fine, I guess. I dropped a sewing needle on the ground this weekend, and I found it last night, about 2 centimeters into my foot, so my heel's a little sore. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult... Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Yeah, not fun. Not too bad, though. I'm just kind of surprised how minor the pain was for how deep that needle went. You're hungry, are you? Well, what are your options? Shoot. Just wanted to go back a page. Making a flywheel. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and have now explored deep to the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again and see if things are different when I return. It's also important that I check on Cirrus and Akinar and make sure everything is going along well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I've returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials. However, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to this age completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I began today on the bridge, and although I work well, and I have decided. Okay. Got some sort of merry-go-round thing that allows access to 4 passages at once. 3 meters is not enough support for the beams, although... Radar dish. Amazingly strong. A rocket. Has to be one of my most prized inventions. I am extremely... could never have imagined it to come together. I doubt. Could possibly work with 14 instead of 8. Completely fatigued. I am so happy to have completed tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Akinar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteor set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. Oh, and got a keyboard pattern to play. Frickin' wish I could read music. Well, there is one way to record this. All right, where's my marker? So let's see. That's when 2, 3, 4, and 5. How's that for a notepad? Oh, big old map of whatever world that was. Okay, two more books in good condition. Looks like it. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were, a group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This is where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to a nearby rock, as if it were never too far of a distance. One day another person appeared on the rocks for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for the fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in the world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by my father. I attempted to create a boat by riding it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also, during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now, and are making great progress. The rocks that we are building on seem to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished. We are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from the rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with the writing or the art. That will have more of a profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. Okay. Big rock. Boat cut in half, serving as, I guess, the main island platform. A couple of rocks leading to a lighthouse, and I don't know what that building over there is. No. I think of it this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years, and the cool breezes are back again. They are all very content and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials that they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noted that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them what things will be like here in another 10 years. Alright, got some constellations I can peer through the night sky for. Anchor, an eye, a snake. Wanted to say spider, but 6 legs. Beetle. A cross, an arrow, a crane, and a leaf. Well, I'll be sure to look for those once I figure out the coordinates. Before arriving in this age, I was determined that it would be a journey to a world very different from my previous adventures, and it was. The sky here is dark and gray, and incessantly displays flashes of lightning in the distance. I met a very old man with a long beard and hair that hangs to his waist. He is very feeble, and has trouble even moving. This man has obviously been through many things in this strange world, and I have learned many things from him. He has told me an interesting story of this world's history. Years ago, he told me, there was a beautiful city that rose up out of the water. It housed many people inside its walls, and the people had everything they wished for. The city was surrounded by 3 high hills which rose higher than the city. On the east hill of the city rested a large lookout post. The people of the city had constructed the post expecting visitors to arrive from the east. The people had no means of traveling on the water, which forced them to merely wait for a friend or foe. As time passed, friendly visitors brought rumors of an enemy that existed beyond the horizon. The people grew fearful, yet nothing happened. One day, the usually sunny sky became as dark as night, and black ships appeared on the horizon. The lookout post's attempts at peace were turned away, and the sentries there were easily overwhelmed. The ships continued to wreak havoc on the city, apparently destroying everyone and everything. After the foundations of the city were destroyed, the city sunk deep into the ocean, and only the lookout post remained. The black ships sailed away. The man continued to say that 8 people had hidden and managed to survive throughout the attack. In the 9 years since the attack, 2 of the survivors had died. He also said that it was rumored that 10 years from the attack, the enemy would return to finish the destruction they had started so long ago. Why wait 10 years? I have decided, since hearing the man's story, it would be admirable to save this civilization and stop this enemy's plan of destruction. I am excited about the adventure that awaits me, and an idea has sparked in my mind to provide the needed defense for these people. I met the remaining survivors today, and I have begun work on a plan for protection. Some sort of building. Can't make heads or tails of it. After a short absence, I have returned to this age with my 2 sons. They have, as of yet, traveled rarely with me, and they are understandably excited to be here. They have grown considerably since Everdunes, and it is already obvious to me that they will be a great help this time, instead of the nuisance they have been in the past. All 3 of us, along with 4 of the healthier survivors, began construction today. We are building upon the old city's ruins, which will provide a perfect foundation for our fortress. My sons have been spending much of their spare time on the South Island, where most of my materials are stored. I am very pleased with their intelligence, and their creativity is refreshing to see as they work on small projects of their own. It has been over 4 months now, and construction is going well. My sons love the world except for its gray sky. They detest the gray sky and tell me many times they wish the sky here were like the blue sky in Myst. The old man I first talked to tells me that the enemy is due in 4 months. I feel we will be ready when the time comes. The man reminds me of Emmett in many ways, and I often wonder how Emmett and his people are doing. It has been 6 months of work. We have finally finished the fortress. It rests between the 3 hills, which are now only islands due to a rising water level that the people experienced after the attack. Inside the fortress, I have designed a most intriguing device. It makes use of a technology called holography. I began experimenting with on my visits to Espermere. It will be working in a couple of days after I compensate for some small miscalculations. This holographic device will enable the survivors to learn to use the fortress. The enemy is due to come soon, and I trust the fortress will provide sufficient protection for all of us. Walled city. Big gears. Okay. Guess I'm gonna have to read the holograms to figure out how to use this damn thing. Black ships have come. Their attack was substantial. Their weapons have been stopped, and it appears they have turned away in defeat. I could not help but smile as I watched the boats leave. Last night, we had a small celebration, and the old survivors danced their dances of old. My sons did not understand why the sky had not turned back to its original blue. The old man told them that the storms would never end until the enemy was destroyed. I assured my sons that a blue sky was not worth the risk of death, and they seemed to hear me.
Oh, this shade of sky sucks. Go kill these guys about it.
Put your lives on the line to make the sky blue. I've had a healthy adventure and have begun work on a new book. Once again, I must leave a familiar age in search of a new universe I have begun. But first, I will have an extended time with my Catherine, whom I miss very much. I must also return to the people of the Tide. I believe in my travels. I have found a substance that will ease the pain of their bone ailments that they have long endured. Bone? Loan? I hope to return to mechanical age one day and find the population growing and my fortress still strong. Though the sky may always be black, I'm confident the people here feel a heavier darkness has been lifted from their shoulders. Okay, so we have a mechanical fortress island. We have a rather simple island of... I'll call them naive children still. We have Monkey Person Island in the trees. Island. These are ages. These are entire time periods that apparently Atris can just write into existence and manipulate through the use of the art. Okay. Now, I remember this rocket from way back when, so I'm pretty sure this is this island. And everything else is tattered as hell. Oh.
Bring me a red. I can't see. Need a red page, you must. Make a bring.
Can't hear you, man.
I am serious. Give it up. There is one thing I must rescue.
His first son, Sirius? Yes. This is Akonar's journal, maybe? Getting absolutely nothing with a single page.
Serious? Is that you? Are you? See you. Nah. Help me. Bring me blue pages. Never. Pages. you, baby. Bring them to me.
Eknar seems a bit more erratic kind of guy who'd go mad and try to kill you with an axe. His brother Sirius seems a lot more calculating. And we have a map. This is very similar to the map of the crater land. Which book was that? This one? No. This one? Yeah. Large jut here. Large blobby island there. Yeah, it's pretty close. Okay, so that book details this island, this age, at a later date, by the sounds of it, because it's still big and watery and green, and there isn't a huge crater here yet. So I guess I'm going to have to watch out for falling fire from the sky at some point. Alright, got a couple more things to look at, but I am going to take a quick break to freshen my drink and take a whiz. Use this opportunity to get up, stretch, go grab a snack, or take care of anything else you need. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thought I hit the button. Oh well, I haven't said anything meaningful yet. Just noted that the constellations are on these boxes here, and that we're up to, I guess, 5 of these marker switches now. Burbs! Or, no, butterflies. Butterfly. Six. Some weird noises going on up here. Who's down here? Show yourself. Big generator room. Power to spaceship. Generator switches 1 through 10. Okay. Power to spaceship. Generator switches. Something killed the power to the ship. I guess I have to do this in the correct order. Or maybe I have to go activate all those switches instead. Oh shoot, how does that mean now? 7? Which way should I be turning this? I might need some pressure first. Okay. Okay, changing the time on the clock. What if I were to make it noon? No, that doesn't do anything. Was there a particular time that was of import? No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Chamber beside the dock. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to receive the message. I believe that's 8. Oh, in here. Settings. Dimensional Imager. Topographical Extrusion Test, 40. Water Turbulent Pool, 67. Marker Switch Diagram, 47. How am I supposed to use this thing? Ah, there we go. That is indeed the marker switch. I believe there are 8 of those. Water turbulent pool. Alright, should change the number. Just a pool of water, unassuming. Okay, some mountain range of the land.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
There was something important that he said there that I didn't hear. Shit.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly.
Remember the tower
Oh,
rotation.
and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Is that blue thing nothing? Okay. Is there anything else stored on these? If I'm just like... Nope, nothing comes up. Okay. I've got the access key. Oh yeah, there's the boat sinking in the sea. And make sure all these are turned on. Or turned down, at least. This looks a bit... the floor patterns, a bit like, that one diagram with the rotating wall that split off 4 paths. Okay, I'd probably have to try making these. I'm guessing there's a certain pattern I have to click these in. Can't reach that one, unfortunately. Just turn power on around the island. Does that help with anything? Okay, that's fully closed, I guess. What if I just open it up all the way? However many rotations that is. Oh, there we go. I think I hear something. Okay, yeah. I get a better image of the constellations that were in this book. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Dun. Finally, the anchor. Okay, I got my constellations. Now time to start logging them into stuff. So that is closest to... Nothing? Is there anything going on in January that looks familiar? I don't think so, no. Oh lord, this changes it by a much larger margin than I thought it would. What is that second coordinate doing? This one isn't changing it very much, at least. Oh, it's changing the year. Yeah, that one would change a lot, wouldn't it? Look at all them stars. I don't think I'm going to be able to randomly figure out what each of these dates corresponds to. Can't be this hard right out of the gate. Let's go listen to that message one more time.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
If you've forgotten the access key, remember the tower rotation. What about the tower rotation in here? So these would probably be... I could probably access a different area here if the tower was rotated a different way, then these would like open up to doors to actual places. So I need to figure out how to rotate this tower. Long it's gonna be before I have to break into my Myst Secrets and Strategies book. Surprised I still have this thing and in such good condition. Probably because it's been sitting on a shelf collecting dust for 20 years. The game had too much reading as it is. What do you think I'm gonna do? Read more? For sure. I made a checkerboard. explore more of the island. What does the map tell me now? Oh, what the heck? There's definitely had other stuff on it before, not just this building and the tower. Unless, is this telling me what I have to do now? Hmm. I can turn them on or off. Okay, those are all green. Don't think there's any particular hint there. What's with this picture? Not a very big island. But many things I don't understand how to work with here. Hmm. It's like the first puzzle is to just count the number of switches. That works. intrusion, not very useful. A turbulent pool is just a nice distraction.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you've viewed it. Just to
Forgotten
be
the
safe.
access key. Remember the tower rotation. I'm trying to recall if there was anything that he mentioned in those books I read, but nah. Forgotten the access key. Remember the tower rotation. We good? We live? Had a drop there. Signal says it's not connected. I'm gonna go check. No, we appear to be live again. All right. All right, cool. Also, hello, homie. How you doing? See, you've been lurking. Watching me struggle with a 30-year-old game. As old as I am, actually. Oh, I can go down here. I tried. I thought I clicked down here. I couldn't do anything. Did I... Might have tripped a switch or something. Okay, turn all that stuff down. I've got to do that every time. Power to spaceship. It's gonna cap out somewhere. Busy night of sports. Then you're capping it off with Myst. Okay, did that reset it? Did I have to, like, hold it? Well, that's good. No, I'm still not getting any power to the spaceship. What other breaker did I hit? There's nothing here, right? Not seeing any switches in here. Wait. Oh god, how did I get here? Alright. Flipped that one. So that one's been done. I should just go straight to the ship afterwards. No, not this way. Alright, cool. So 50 is probably the magic number we're going for. Got a 10, 7, 8, 16, 5, 9, 18, 22, 1. There we go. Okay, we're stable at 50. Not quite enough power. 60 is the point that kills it. And we're in. Ooh, got a keyboard. Oh. We're going to take another quick break here. A bit of a cliffhanger, because I have to go to the mushroom again. So, you know, get up, do your thing, whatever you need to do. And I forgot to turn off my mic. Okay, let's look at whatever the heck this is first. Everybody's got a favorite, even the security. Ah, I see. I gotta play a tune here. Alright, tune was... Finally... Got it. It's a book. It's a wild landscape. Oh, I have found my way to another island. Is this rocket ship supposed to... Okay. Guess that's how we get around. I don't feel like I was done on that island. Another one. Oh. Is this Craterland? Big radio tower. Oh, well, I've got a time to enter in now. What is that? Like 2 or 3 o'clock? Still in the midst of building it. Oh, got another page. I'm gonna have to bring that back to my period. Can I only hold one item at a time? That's what this icon's making me think, unless it just doesn't have a way to display inventory. Where the heck am I going? It is an experience, I will say that much. I think I've gotten further than I ever did, like, 20 years ago. But, that's not saying much. Have you played Myst before, homie? Yeah, conserve power. Eco-friendly. Oh god, I don't have the launch codes. It's just cameras placed about the island. Okay. Hmm. Oh no. It appears we're both having internet problems then. It's been a while since I've had the signal just completely die out like that, though. been over here already. This is where I found the page. Alright, well this might not actually have anything to do with me, but 2 o'clock, I'll try it. Red and blue page. I appear to be purple. Oh, and that one door was picking up audio signals from different areas. So this is the water that was near the bottom of that scale. Didn't see anything that looked like a train, or sounded like a train, though. Is that coming from a different age? Well, perhaps I'll figure out more about this time later. Or right now, because I can't leave. I want back in. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, entirely new set of puzzles. No getting back out that way. No idea what the combination's supposed to be there. It is supposed to be listing the sounds that are actually on this island? It's just water and wind noises. Big rumble. Alright, so first I believe is water and then big rumble. Yep, nice watery noise. This is the skipping noise. Hey there, Everett. How you doing? Oh, good to hear. Yeah, I've been getting back into it after hiatus from this game since my childhood. Oh, to keep that page with me. Guess I'll have to remember this one's here. Okay, so it was loading noise, and now like low whistle noise. And what is on the last one? The wind noise. Loading. Whistle. And wow, I already forgot what it was. Better go check. Wind. Okay. Is that just the default one? Yeah, it is. Okay. That doesn't appear to have done it. Yeah, honestly, the hardest part was trying to get this game working again, because I've got the CD, but I do not have a disk drive any longer on this computer. And everybody's been putting out remasters and remakes of this game. Hard to find the original. Yeah, these are definitely the 5 noises I need. Is it maybe in the opposite order? there's something else to it. Okay, so it's water, and then rumble, and then load, and then whatever that one was. Water, rumble, load, and then wind. Water, rumble, load, whistle, wind. Not that then. Yeah, no, this is the original. Like, I got my Windows 3.1 edition disc here, and I got my Myst Strategies and Secrets book that was printed in 1995, I think. And a little pamphlet with 3 hints inside, should I need them. Yeah, no, this game has been very well kept over the last 2 decades. Here's hoping I can actually get through it this time. Do I just need to press all of you in? Yeah, this is water. You're pressed in. Oh, missed one. Think. Maybe not? Okay, so that's the third one. We're about 60. Okay. You should be just a bit past that. And then this one will be... Okay. So, whistle, load. There's 3, another 4, 3, 2, 1, 5. Four, 3, 2, 1, 5. So that one's fine. Four, 3, 2. I just need to swap these. Did that not do it? Shit. Is it this? No. I'm unsure. correct. There we go. It's clean this time. These not where they're supposed to be? Okay. Time to take down some more notes. Numbers are 212.2, 3.4, 130.3, 55.6, and 15. Dead. Did I just have to get those sounding perfect. Jeez. No, not there. Come on. Oh. Didn't look down here before. That's, yeah, very fiery. So serene. All right. Like those are the correct sounds. And I'm playing them in ascending order. It doesn't seem to matter, though. What else am I missing here? Do I need to actually keep all these on? The crystals here just make weird noises with all the water splashing off of them. This is just the sound of air escaping through this tunnel. forget to turn that one on? Oh, and that one. Silly me. Or wait, I'm supposed to start from this one? Four, 1, 5, 2, 3. So it would be that. Mm. 5. Frickin' finally did it. And I actually figured that one out. Hooray! Turns out I am smarter than a 5th grader. Yeah, about that time. Maybe closer to like 4th. Another vehicle of some sort. No fancy keyboard this time. Let's see. We're at the time. Past the meteor creating that crater. So I guess we want to backtrack? No choice. Going forward. But I have 2 notes to deliver back. And for reasons I can only carry 1. Oh. Compass directions. I guess we're going north. Oh, jeez. I got lost in a maze now. Oh, is that right? So I'm gonna have to make multiple trips here to... Oh, I can go west. To, deliver my notes. I can figure out what the hell it is I'm doing here. Can I go north again? I can. Headed north, west, north. At any point, am I allowed to leave my vehicle? No, I have to find a destination first. Northwest, north-north. Seems like a pretty long network. What have you been doing down here? Okay. I gotta start mapping this crap out. Well, I'm done with you. I can get rid of that. Constellations will have to wait for another day. North, west, north, north. There's nowhere else to go from here, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back. Nothing to the southwest. Nothing to the west. Nothing to the northwest. Nothing to the northeast. Path to the east. And I can continue going east. Sure. Oh. This is a destination. Can I leave? Northeast has a route. And south has a route. Northeast it is. Oh boy. This rail's getting curvy.
Yeah, you could say that. Another path to the north.
Okay.
How deep does this rabbit hole go? Okay, dead end.
Send me back. How far is it going to send me? All the way to the beginning or just one stage?
Okay, just one stage.
Also, it made a plink noise here. Can I leave here? No. What's that plink about?
Southeast. And then I want to head south.
Wait.
Southeast.
I might be a bit lost.
Alright, well, I need to take another...
Actually, what time is it? It's midnight. I'll go a little bit longer. We're going to take another quick break, though, so back in a few minutes. Okay, we are back, and I have re-found my path. I am not going to hit that backtrack button, because that's just going to fuck me up if I continue using it. Okay, so we've headed northwest, northeast, and now north again. What is up here? Something to the east or northeast? Nope, dead end. Okay. So there's 3 dead ends thus far. So now I'm gonna head east again. I'm pretty sure I checked everything on that node, but I'll do one more rotation. Make sure I actually record everything that's on a screen. Alright, so there should be something to the northeast. Yep. Nothing to the north. Or the northwest. Or the southwest. There's a path to the south. And nothing to the south, east, or the east. Okay. I went northeast before. I don't think I fully explored the south, though. I can continue going south from here. This would take me back to the starting point. I can go east. Further south. Hug that right wall, I guess. There's a path to the east. Wait. Path to the east should lead back to the start. Or to the west. Southeast path. Okay, I'll buy. What's in the east path? Or the west path?
I don't think I fully looked around there, so
There should be a path to the north here. Provided they, like, actually connect. Southwest. West. Northwest. North.
was that a one-way?
Because I can't go east again, right? East. East.
I might have fucked up my directions.
If I just backtrack one space. I might just be super stupid and entering in the wrong directions.
Okay, so it should be one space east of the
Start.
route to the southeast.
And I can head back to the north. Alright, well, if you have to go, homie, then take care.
I'll probably
Try to get a little bit further into this puzzle before I call it quits for the night.
Alright, well, I don't know what was up with west, but
Southeast it is.
there's a route to the southwest. I can head back northwest. I can head north.
North, I guess. Alrighty then. So there shouldn't be anything to my north west or west? Or am I southwest?
So is there anything on that
That eastern side.
No, another dead end. Okay. Try going southwest.
I sure hope this is just a maze and I haven't been missing context clues like whatever the heck all the little blips and bloops are about.
There's nothing here.
Okay.
Another dead end. Head back north, then head east. Unless I missed something near the beginning, or that western path here.
Isn't what I think it is. I'm starting to run out of directions.
Should there not be a thing here?
What's the...
Oh, damn. I went back to the dead end. I need to go northeast, then north, then east.
Shit.
Need like a little... Man, this board does have magnets, but they're a little large.
No, northeast. Or northwest. Fuck. Really glad I took a map. Now east.
Alright. What's off in yonder direction? Southwest. Damn. So I went north, and then I went east. Now I can go southwest. Let's fix up my graph.
Okay. Came from this direction. Is my only route to go towards what should be an explored piece of the map, but isn't because these distances aren't consistent? I guess so. To the southwest, wherever that may take me. The answer appears to be nowhere.
Cool, just a small dead end.
Yeah, okay.
That is yet another dead end that...
Makes this route lead to nowhere as well?
Yeah, alright. Guess I gotta go back down south and find out what's... I guess technically a little bit east of the starting position. head southwest from here.
Yeah. And no other directions, correct? Oh, yeah, oddly, I can only head southwest. So one way, unless I use backtrack. Okay. South? And east. And northeast. Oddly, though, nothing to the north. But there's a route to the west. And the south. Did I not head south last? Why didn't I see anything forward? Hold on a second. Backtrack. Is that just gonna send me right backwards?
No, I headed southwest.
Yeah, that's accurate. I headed southwest.
What the heck? Am I going back here? If I am where I think I am, there should be a path to the north, the west, and the southeast. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. I am fucking up this map royally. Oh, that's why. Okay, so I can get rid of that. So I had west, then southwest, and I thought I had south before finding 3 more routes, but no. I can go west, east, or south from that point on. Alright, well, I'm starting to get confused here, and it's late, and I'm tired, and everybody else is tired, so I think we're going to call it there for the night, and we will pick up Myst again on maybe Friday, unless I
Pull something else together before next Monday. Yeah, thank you very much for stopping by. I will see you again on Friday. In the meantime, please vote on what sort of games you'd like to see in the future in the poll below, or leave suggestions or recommendations in the box. And with that, have a good night. Take care. Goodbye.